is being brought to you by Charlene's Diner, 37 Main Street, Jewett City. Family owned for almost 40 years. Order what you want, eat what you get. That's Charlene's Diner.
I love working here because of the people, and I get to work with my family every day.
Come to Charlene's Diner for the best breakfast you've ever had.
That was Brittany and Matt from Charlene's Diner on Main Street in Jewett City. There are only a few things that have been able to stand the test of time in Jewett City, and one of them just happens to be Charlene's Diner, who just celebrated their 40th anniversary in business. How do you stay in business that long in a small town like Jewett City? It's a simple recipe, really great food and friendly service, and of course, family. You'll feel like family too, because you'll always be greeted with a smile that makes you feel like you're right at home. Stop by for breakfast or lunch 7 days a week. If you don't have any time, well, that's no problem. Order ahead and your food will be waiting for you when you walk into Charlene's door. You can find Charlene's Diner on Facebook too. Stop in and join the family for breakfast or lunch today.
I'm Charlene. Come to Charlene's Diner and order what you want and eat what you get.
Here's a look at your local news headlines on SNSN. Effective April 20th, 2021, all town services within the Griswold Town Hall will be open once again to the public. If you wish to enter a town building, including Town Hall, you must wear a mask and maintain a 6-foot social distance at all times. As a result of the pandemic, of course, this is subject to change. Use of town facilities will also be available, but the town still needs to be scheduling all of those events through the Selectman's office. So once again, Town Hall in Griswold reopening April 20th, 2021. Connecticut State Police are investigating a fatal automobile accident that occurred in Woodstock on Easter Sunday. 17-year-old Brian Madden of Hudson, Mass. was traveling west on Route 197 in Woodstock, where he lost control going around a curve in his 2006 Ford truck. The truck then caught on fire with the young man trapped inside the vehicle. Madden was pronounced dead on the scene. The accident remains under investigation. Authorities continue to investigate a fire that broke out at the Comfort Inn on Friday night in Griswold. It happened around 9 p.m. on Friday night. The fire forced officials to evacuate the entire building, and everyone that was inside was accounted for. Crews had to search the third floor of the hotel for any other occupants. It's unclear when and if the occupants were allowed back inside. Many fire departments responded to the scene, including Griswold, Jewett City, Taffville, Lisbon, and Plainfield. No other information is available, but the fire remains under investigation. The town of Griswold is right in the middle of budget season and will be holding a special meeting of the Board of Finance tomorrow night. This is to once again discuss the cost overruns from the Griswold Senior Center build-out. The board will also hold a special meeting on the 8th regarding the town's budget for the upcoming fiscal year. Both meetings can be viewed on the Zoom conferencing system. The town of Plainfield will be holding a special town meeting tonight at Town Hall on Community Avenue to possibly approve a request from the Board of Selectmen and the Board of Finance for a line item transfer of $108,249.80 for town police communication upgrades. The meeting will start at 7 p.m. in Plainfield. Last week, we ran a story about a couple of men that seemingly mugged a gentleman from Mohegan Sun and dropped him off at a Jewett City business located at 69 North Main Street here in the borough of Jewett City. State police had put out a bulletin looking for information to identify the two men that were pictured in an elevator, and state police have announced that they have identified the suspects in question. More as this story develops. Are you planning on sending your child to Griswold Rec's summer camp this year? Well, if you are, and if you register your child before April 8th, you will receive $10 off per child per week. That means if you have 8 kids, you'll be saving $80 a week. Pretty substantial. To learn more about this program and other great program details, check out their website, griswoldrec.org. That's griswoldrec.org.
The 9 a.m. report on SNSN has been brought to you by Charlene's Diner, 37 Main Street, Jewett City. Family owned for almost 40 years. Order what you want, eat what you get. That's Charlene's Diner.
Here's a look at your local weather forecast on SNSN. Sunny skies today, temps reaching about 64 degrees and a north wind, 6 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, mostly clear skies, temperatures dropping down to about 39. Not much of a wind to speak of for tonight. And for tomorrow, increasing clouds, temps getting all the way up to about 67.
They mix it up a lot, and I can listen to them for longer periods of time.
Let's rock.
SN. And good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, and you know what that means, don't you?
It's Psychic Tuesday.
Woo! Yippee! Psychic Tuesday, which we do every single Tuesday. It's funny because I have people that will tell me, you know, that psychic stuff you do on Tuesday. I'll say, yeah. They'll go, canceled. Yeah. It's like, well, whatever.
Hey,
You don't have to. It's all right.
they don't like us.
Not for everybody, but it is for some. So, and it's one of our most listened to hours of the week.
That's awesome.
So
And
they
I
want
like
it- you know.
They want it canceled.
No,
Ooh.
you know, cancel culture. You know,
Yeah, I know.
Winnie the Pooh. He's a pervert because he wears no pants.
Yeah.
Canceled.
Did they
That's
cancel
crazy.
him yet?
No, no.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's our culture. Stuff's been around for ages.
Yeah. So let's see who's in there. Linda's in there already this morning. Good morning to Inky.
Hi,
And
Inky.
Stan and my bud, my man, Daniel.
Good morning,
Good
Daniel.
What's up, folks?
morning.
What's up, folks? The number to call, 860. Just read the bottom of the screen. It's scrolling. You can see. You can see what the number is, 860-591-1054. So, Tina, welcome back.
Thank you. It's awesome to be here.
It's good to see you. You look good. Now you've had some trials and
Medical.
tribulations with medical stuff. And
Yeah, I had a infected toe, and it was beyond pill form for antibiotics. So I had to go in the hospital for a few days to receive intravenous antibiotics. And then it took another good week and a half. Week and a half to stay off of it and let it heal up a little bit. But yeah, and then I had doctor's appointments after that, and I'm like, I got a radio show.
yeah. What's up with that? We could have done it.
Had she listened to me?
Well, but you guys carried on without me very well. That was awesome.
I do want to address somebody that has jumped into the group already. Dominic, good morning. And you have to stop by because you have to see what your mother sent me.
Awesome.
You see that alligator in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have a smaller
His
one.
mom, Carol, sent that to me from Florida.
Really?
Yeah.
That's where I got
Awesome.
mine when I went to Disney. And mine's a little smaller head, but that's a decent size
That's
head.
yeah.
I just sent her a message this morning. I said, "Is that sucker real?"
They are real, but they do not kill the alligator to get the heads.
Oh, I wasn't even questioning that. I was just questioning it was real.
Yes.
Yeah.
They usually get them because I have the alligator paw on my
Yeah.
keychain too. They get them from them getting hit by cars because they get hit by cars all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, picking
down
up
in
paws,
Florida,
putting them
so.
in their pocket.
Yeah. So, but they purposely don't kill the animal for their stuff.
You remember that song? Picking up paws, put
Yeah,
them in
yeah.
my pocket.
I mean, I would have been more impressed if she wrestled it in the backyard and had it stuffed and
Oh,
sent
yeah.
it to you.
Yeah.
I mean,
But that would mean that she had to kill it to do that.
Put it in the rear naked choke, you know?
Couple of body slams.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Right.
smack the shit out of both of you.
All right, we got a question right off the back by Priscilles. I'm assuming that's Priscilla. I don't know.
Could be.
Could be. Could maybe not be. But good morning to you. And here's the question. I'm gonna put it right out there. Here it is. Hi, Lisa, Tina, and Mike. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
My question today is: where do you see Amanda and I moving to And will we still have a relationship?
Relationship with mom, or what are you talking
Uh,
No,
about?
I
with
don't-
her daughter. That's Priscilla and Amanda. So
Oh, okay.
I can't answer that because I'm too close to the situation.
All right.
Is there several places that you're looking for, or to get more of a like a pathway here? Or it looks like you haven't really settled on anything yet. Money could be somewhat of a problem with the move. It's like anything else, it's just waiting for something to fall into place. So I feel that you haven't really set anything, or there hasn't been an opportunity as far as where to go right now. um it looks like it's going to take a little bit longer to make things actually happen. Really, kind of search around and find the spot that really sets for you guys, price wise as well. I know it's a little chaotic and confusing right now, but just keep plugging along and see what's going on.
And what about the relationship between them two?
Let's check out the relationship.
Mother and daughter relationship.
In the mother
Let's
and
check it
child
out.
reunion. Dun, 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 dun. It's a Paul Simon song.
Sometimes, I think you guys got a good relationship, but it's sometimes we get busy in life and other things, take over. And strong-headed people always have, a little harder time to get along. But it does look really good. It looks like financially things will, settle and come about, which is really good. And the burden of the relationship and what's going on is going to settle down. So that's a good thing. I think it's just really chaotic right now where things are. Okay, but it looks like you're going to come out of that.
All right. And
Right.
no comment because you said you know them.
I do. I
Okay,
know
all right.
their personal situation. So
See, that's one
I-
of the. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I tend not to comment if I know like the personal situation and stuff, or if I'm personally connected to them in any way, shape, or form.
Got it. And and that's great integrity. I mean, from doing what you do. I mean, you could spoof people.
Yeah, I could.
Not the person that is asking the question because they know you know them.
Yeah.
But other people that are listening and paying attention. Using that personal information. You know what I mean
Yeah.
in your reading.
Well, I've also read
You,
from
you-
both
you-
of them.
you know what I
so,
mean, though,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, it's called
really
not making it up. It's,
exactly
it's-
that's really good. It's good integrity. Good integrity.
exactly. And I wish you
Um,
guys luck. And, I know you've had it rough in the past, but but you keep plugging along and you keep getting through everything. So that's a testament of, keeping things real.
And she says, "Thank you and love you guys.
All right.
Love you
Love you
too.
too.
Love you." I don't know her.
Yeah.
Sometimes those are the best relationships.
That's right.
I don't know you, but I love you.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So what's been going on lately? What's you?
Well, I've been
guys
worried
doing?
about you. That's one thing.
Yeah, I'm
Lisa's
like an
been-
Energizer bunny. I just keep popping back.
Well, that's okay.
I don't
Lisa's
get
been-
sick very often, but when I do, it's usually something very good. You settle down over there, woman.
You have had your challenges.
Yes.
Now, see, her, I would call out. If
Mm,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
you've had your challenges. Don't BS any of us.
Yeah.
At all.
I know,
So
but
get
it's
off
all-
your
It's
soapbox.
all good. It's all good.
Mm.
I want to clothesline her right now. I really do. I'm sorry.
I guess we're gonna duke it out later this afternoon.
Wow, this is great. Welcome to Full Contact Psychic Readings.
But it's all good because I love her, and I worry about her.
In this corner, weighing 37 kilos with 1.5 foot
Yeah.
tall, Tina Baker.
It's like midget wrestling at its best.
Oh, goodness sakes.
So she's lost weight though, so I have a good advantage.
Oh. So it'll be
It's less weight I
quick.
got to throw around. You know what I mean?
All right. Tammy wants to know now. I do want to go ahead and we say this, we preach it every single week. If you have a question, it's always better to call if you can. Now, even the ladies will tell you this. So I know it's easier just to type it in the room, but you're going to get a better connection if you call in. And, especially when it's a general question.
Because then we're not opening ourselves up to every spirit that wants to come in and talk to us.
Well,
Exactly,
it's better for
so-
feedback because if there's a question and we're throwing stuff out there, we like to know if we're on, or if we're
Yeah.
hitting what the question's
Because if you're
about.
you're on the right track, then you can go with it.
Yeah.
A lot of people take that as thinking, oh, am I on the right? Well, you're wordsmithing to see if you're right or wrong. So all of a sudden, boom, we can change like midstream. That's not really the case now,
No.
is it?
I never second guess anything I get, and I tell the people if it doesn't resonate with them right now, then take it with them. And do you know how many times that they come back a couple weeks later and say, "Oh my God, that was so right. This happened." Blah, blah, blah. That makes total sense to me. So I don't ever second guess anything.
So the first question is, the next question I should say, like I said, Tammy, if you can call, that would be better for you. The number is scrolling on the bottom, 860-591-1054. And again, I do understand typing it in the room is much easier.
Yeah.
Also, we've been having problems with people calling from international calls. So I don't know if she's from international.
No, Tammy, the number is scrolling right on the bottom of the screen. If you can see it, it's 860-591-1054.
Yes, Tammy, call in.
Yeah, we'll wait a second to see if she's able to call.
Plus, it gives a chance for the listeners too to hear the other person.
Sure.
That's asking the question.
And sometimes, there are people that also have ability that listen to the show.
That's cool.
So, they can also hear your voice and possibly give input as well. So it, makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to wait 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Michael knows how to count today.
I do.
Remind me to do the contracts later for you. For the psychic.
This telephone call brought to you by the number 3. 1 2 3. All right. Well, she says it needs but she's not calling. All right. So here's her question from Tammy. Will I meet someone in my future? See, now I would answer the question. Sure, go outside. You'll meet somebody.
I think she's looking for a love connection type thing. So,
it didn't say that.
Definitely.
That would be on you, Tina.
It didn't say that. All right, hold on a minute. We got a call. Hi, who's on the line with us on Psychic Tuesday?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, it's Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Thanks for calling. Where are you calling from?
I'm in South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it was very hard to see those numbers. I had to put on my readers. That's why
Well, see, there you go. But Tammy, you made it, and we're happy that you did.
That's awesome.
No,
So you're looking to see when you might meet somebody?
well, yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Is there
kind of
anybody?
ready.
Is there anybody in your life right now?
No.
Okay.
I've been happily divorced and have a son that was ADHD, and he's now 40, so I can let him worry about himself.
Ooh, that's awesome.
So if you're happily
divorced,
so
there we go.
So what do you want to do? Be unhappily in a relationship? What?
Well,
she's just basically saying she's ready to move on.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong
It
with
shows that you have all the skills, all the knowledge. You kind of know what you want this time. I think you're still a little bit gun shy though. So that has, kind of stopped you. You're not the type of person that's going to go and do the online, things. You're the old fashioned type that hopes to meet somebody, either through friends or family or accidentally type thing. So you're not into the internet dating sites, and I totally agree with that. I mean, some people have had luck, but you're not that type of person. It seems like you're okay, even if something doesn't come in right now. So this isn't like first and foremost on your mind, which is good. You want somebody to come in and actually accentuate your life and help you instead of having to take care of them and be a babysitter, or you want somebody with their shit together, basically. Is what you're looking for. Emotionally, you're okay, but it does show that you need to come up a little bit emotionally. So I think you still have some, backflashes and that kind of thing from the divorce itself. How long have you been divorced now?
40 years.
Oh my God, woman. Yeah, baby.
You are ready.
Yes. Holy crap. He
only
was
thing I can think of-
definitely.
Only thing I can think of is boom, chicka, wow, wow.
Yeah.
She's ready to go. She's a cat on a hot tin roof.
Yeah, he unfortunately did a number on you. He wasn't the person. You were always trying to figure out, where's the stuff coming from with him.
Yeah.
It doesn't show anything right now, to be honest with you.
That's fine.
But it does show the Wheel of Fortune coming in. So I think the cycle that you've been on is going to be changing. I think that you have an interest in somebody is what I'm getting, but you're not quite sure how to approach it or if the interest would be reciprocated. You still kind of got your blinders on, so you've been out of the field for a long time, like you just stated. So you're trying to feel the area, and I get that. You definitely you have blessings to move forward with any kind of inkling that you might have with that person. So I would say go ahead, check it out if that's what you're thinking. Yeah, no chaotic things coming in. So you're actually in a good place, but your emotional definitely has to come up a little bit, and I think that's just self-confidence. But I would definitely start exploring, new avenues as well that you feel comfortable with.
Well, thank you.
But right now it doesn't show anybody like per se coming in, but I do feel there's somebody in the background a little bit.
Okay. My mother used to do have people come on a radio show that she used to love this. And so, she passed away about 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And she used to do shows on supernatural and, futures and stuff. But thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, honey.
And I appreciate it.
It's not that it won't happen. Is there somebody that you've been kind of eyeing?
Well, it was somebody I dated before I got married. So.
All right.
Haven't talked to them in a while.
Yeah. Well, I still feel there's a strong interest there.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Well, most definitely there's a strong interest there. If after 40-something years she's still thinking about him.
Yeah. I would definitely check it out. It says to go ahead and move forward. So.
Right. Well, thank you, and y'all stay well.
All right, you too,
Tammy
honey.
from South Carolina.
Take
Thank
care.
you for calling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. It's funny. We're here in Connecticut, and we get more calls now from all over the country
It's awesome.
and internationally now.
I love it. Yeah.
More so than in our backyard.
It's definitely awesome.
See? Let's see. We've had calls lately from India, Sri Lanka, South Africa.
Wow.
Yeah, all
what was it,
over.
Ecuador?
I think so. Like there was like some that were like from all over, and it seemed
California.
like a lot of them were about love questions, and stuff like that. So
Arizona. It's been all over the place. It's been awesome.
It is.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So we have another call. Let's see what goes on. And good morning. Who are we on the line with on Psychic Tuesday?
Good morning. My name is Natasha, and I take tarot class with Lisa and Tammy. So hello, ladies.
Hello.
Where are you calling from, Natasha?
Hi, I'm calling from Griswold. And
Griswold, hey!
Hello. Kristen, our fellow classmate, is she's listening in as well, and she said I should call instead of type in. So
Awesome.
we are going on vacation this weekend, and we were just curious to see if you could see any hiccups or make sure that we were going to have a good time and be safe. So
I'll be sending you safe travels energy anyway.
I see that you'll be having a great time, and yes, you will get the hiccups.
how did
She
you
asked.
know?
She asked.
She did.
Just stay away from the pork. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
No pork, thank you.
And brown water. You got to do it.
Well, you don't
Bottled
even.
water.
Why do you even need to say that?
Well, because, then you got problems.
I've never walked up to brown water and went, tasty.
I know.
Well, have you ever watched Naked and Afraid? They walk up
Yeah.
there.
Oh, that's
on the
true. man.
water.
Exactly.
I stand
That
corrected.
will not be us, I promise you.
Just naked.
Yes.
Yeah,
it,
maybe.
it looks now. Are you going with family, husbands, and stuff like that?
No, we're taking a girls' trip, just the girlfriends.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, it kind of shows you leaving them guys behind because I have two males actually upside down, which means there's no men involved in this part.
Well, she
Perfect.
did admit to maybe being naked.
Yes.
So
Hey, well, before a shower, I can see that. It shows, you're going to have a good time, a lot of communication. Like always a new experience, brings in like openness and, experiencing new stuff, which is good. It shows, there's not going to be any chaos coming in, no battlement. So I think it looks like a pretty smooth. It does say to keep that you kind of going to have your blinders on a little bit. So I don't know if that's the hiccup. Where, I don't know if it's about the travel plans or an arrangement or something like that, but just be careful in the area where there might have to be paperwork signed.
I get scammed. Like maybe paperwork, like someone's gonna like try to sell them something that's not like
Yeah, just be careful with that. Like the words aren't really what it's about. You're being taken a little bit from a ride, or if you don't believe it, then stick with your gut, with that kind of thing.
That sounds like sound advice.
Yeah, but other than that, it looks pretty good. It's giving you the blessings and safe protection as well. Because I have the Hierophant. Is that how you say it? Hierophant.
Yep.
Yeah, that showed up as well. So it shows pretty good.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you, ladies. I'm sure we'll discuss more tonight in class.
Yes.
All right. See you guys later. Have a great day.
All right, you
See
too,
ya.
honey.
thank you for
Bye.
calling. All right, another good phone call.
I love those girls.
Yep, they're fun.
Yep.
I want to know if she gets the hiccups.
Yeah, it's just something a little different coming in that, it's like the tourist kind of thing where they're telling you,
Yeah.
oh, sign up for this and this, this is what this is about. And it's like, if you don't believe it, then stay with that.
Yeah,
because-
purchasing something like
Yeah.
I get like something that's too good to be true.
All right, we have another
Yeah.
call. Who's on the line with us on Psychic Tuesday? Hello? Can barely hear you.
How about now?
There you
Hey,
go.
there you go.
Woo-hoo!
Who's on the line with us?
Jillian from Brooklyn, Connecticut.
What was your name?
Jillian.
Hi, Jillian.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What would you like to ask our resident psychics this morning?
So I'm wondering what my co-parenting journey is ahead entails. Stuff has changed recently legally, which allows him to be a part of the children's life. And I'm just wondering if you think he's going to take that next step and be involved and what that journey looks like. Things have been very tumultuous. So I'm just wondering what lies ahead.
Okay, let's check it out. I'm sensing that you've had some problems with this in the past and hasn't really stepped up to the plate. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what you're up against. Financially, it hasn't always been a good thing either.
No.
And it shows he didn't put much effort into what was going on. Regardless of that, you have tried to be the outstanding parent and you haven't really trashed him a lot in front of the kids, which is good.
Yes.
You're the one that kind of keeps it together.
Yes.
That does show that coming in a little bit better and moving forward quickly. So I think that this is kind of what you're worried about because it wasn't something that happened over time. It was like, boom, the decision was made and now you're having to deal with that where you haven't been able to really count on him in the past.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't show that really changing a lot, but I think you may need some time to kind of collect it in your mind as to how you want things to go. So to me, this is going to be a learning process as things go along. So there is going to be like changes, but those are the changes for you to make. It's basically in your core. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I would, it's not going to be like you're going to have a set of rules, but you're going to have to change them as things come along.
Okay.
It's getting him to really think about the future and what the effects are on the children for the long term.
Co-parenting is such a hard thing.
Well,
It
see,
is.
I'm getting kind of like the same thing with Tina. Like, there's going to be a constant battle with him to try to do this co-parenting thing because, I'm getting more that, oh, well, they're my kids. Big deal if I see them or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Like, for example, this week I reached out. My daughter's 7 months to try to get him on the birth certificate, and I got blocked.
yeah, like that's what I'm getting. Like to him, it's like not. It's more of a bigger deal to you that they're co-parent
Yes,
and have him
definitely.
in the kid's life than it is to him.
She is the
What
responsible
do you mean you got
parent.
blocked?
Yeah, I don't think he's in a good place right now, so I'm trying to protect my children.
Yes.
What do you mean that you got blocked?
He blocked her
He blocked
father.
her.
He blocked my phone, blocked
Yeah.
my Facebook, so I
Yeah.
couldn't talk to him about the children. He hasn't
Yep.
been involved now for 7 months,
But-
and I'm kind of
But what you have to understand is that if it needs to be done legally, then do it legally. Because
Yeah.
until it's done legally, somebody like this, or I'm not gonna say, I can't go too far with that, but leave the court up to do that. If he takes interest at that point, then he takes interest. But at least you have the court to back you up for financial or anything to that aspect. You have done everything right up to this point. And the cards are saying to stick up for yourself. I don't feel
Yeah.
like he's going to do this 100% and you're going to be
Yeah,
skipping
that's what I
through the
get.
fields and, this is not going to happen. But what your main goal is to protect the kids, and that's still stating that. If he chooses to come on board, then he comes on board. If not, then, legally you have him where he needs to help support the kids in that manner. You can't make somebody want to be a parent. But
yeah, no, that's definitely not my goal. I'm just definitely anxiety ridden and just wondering if he's gonna be in their lives or not. I'm just kind of was wondering what I should expect. Definitely not trying to force anything. I'm just sitting back and seeing what he does and taking the best care of my kids that I can.
And that's all
But,
you can do. I get it's more
yeah.
like
yes, because
when
I
it's
don't see
convenient for
much
him.
changes in his attitude or his wanting to be there. So I
Okay,
think
yeah,
that's
that's right there. That's exactly
Mhm.
kind of what I was curious right there.
yeah, no, that's pretty much what I'm seeing. And the cards are pretty, because you see my voice was like, so that's telling me that there's not going to be much changes in that arena, but you still need to do what you need to do. But I feel
Yep.
like legally you need to get him for the other half of the raising of the children.
Yes.
Definitely, because you're not going to get anywhere otherwise with that.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
You're welcome.
welcome.
Thanks for
And good luck.
calling.
And you're an awesome parent. Don't ever second guess that.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right, honey.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right.
And, that goes for both ways for men and
Well,
women.
exactly. But I was just talking
like-
about her situation.
Yeah.
I never could understand that whole situation. Like, I mean, I've had a struggle for 14 years, pushing to be,
Yeah.
and there's always been
There are
pullback
some
for
once
whatever
they meet
reason.
somebody else and then they get mixed up
Well,
or have
there's-
children. And
Exactly.
they don't want nothing to do with the old life, and it's not the kid's fault.
Mhm.
But their mentality doesn't get them I ain't gonna pay, I don't see them, or they don't want the responsibility, straight out flat answer. So it
Hold up,
takes,
we gotta start. We gotta go ahead and block a troll. John Benner, leave.
I mean, I'm not
Goodbye.
an expert by any means, but she's definitely in that situation. And
John Benner is a troll, by the way. If you see him in the group and he says PM me, do not PM him. He is nothing more than a troll.
Trolls
And,
live under bridges.
That's right. So
Go
goodbye,
under the
John.
bridge.
Say what you want. No one is
Rocks and
going
wood
to.
and
No one is going to DM
dark
you.
places.
If they are really really, really desperate. So stop it, John, because you're looking to make a buck. We're just doing it for free because we care about people. So, John, go crap in somebody else's parade, will you? Like
Pee in
that.
someone else's cornflakes.
That's right. Goodbye, John. Nobody's gonna DM you. Nobody cares about you. All right, there we go. Diane, for a real reading, why don't you give us a call?
Yes.
Why don't you give us a call, Diane? Diane has a question in the group. I know Diane, and she lives locally, and I think she would be better served if she called. Diane, 860-591-1054.
And I think we've become, and kudos to all the good moms and dads out there that are taking care of their families and children, even though the circumstances have changed. It's really, that's the most important, is to, raise decent children and they know that there's somebody there on both sides to love them, because it takes two parents to raise a children. It takes a community. It takes,
Well, you can't say it takes two
family.
parents to raise a child, because single parents do it every day.
No, I know.
But I mean, look at you. You were a single parent for how long?
Most of their lives.
So, like, most of the people, you can be a sperm donor or you can be a egg donor, but that doesn't make you.
No, you can't force somebody to be a
mother.
Diane, the number is scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Why does nobody see this?
You're gonna have to make it bigger, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
860-591-1054. And good morning, Layla. Layla, you're our friend from. Are you from India, right? I believe. And of course, you can ask a question. We want to try to get Diane in here first at 860-591-1054. And I think this might be her. Let's see. And good morning. Who's on the line with us on Psychic Tuesday?
Diane Phillips.
Hi, Diane. Thanks for calling.
Good morning. Hi, Mike. How are you?
I'm okay. How about you, my dear? I know you've been going through some really rough times.
Oh, I am hanging in there.
So do you have a question for Lisa and Tina today?
Yeah, this morning I wanted to know, my husband's going in for open heart surgery soon. We're waiting to hear. I just want to know if you see any problems with the surgery or anything.
He's a good man too. I see him all the time.
I'm gonna
walking with
definitely
Diane.
send him. Do I have permission to send him healing through his surgery?
Yes, you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do I have permission to send him snacks when he comes out well?
Mike, absolutely.
As long as they're
we're all
snacks.
here praying for the best, and I'm hoping to be able to go see him hopefully tomorrow. So we'll see.
Good. Okay,
Yes,
go ahead.
it shows that there is a victory in this. So it shows that the surgery should be very well. This is going to take such a burden off of everybody, for him, to have to go through this, because he's been sick for a little while. So this takes a big burden off of, him being up to this point.
Right.
But it does show some victory. It shows that, he can stop proceeding again with a better life. His strength will be down for a while,
Right.
which is an obvious thing.
Right.
But definitely what he's been going through is going to come to an end, which is good. So he'll be able to start a new cycle with this operation.
Absolutely. That is so wonderful to hear. Believe me.
Yes.
And
I
you got to
know.
try to keep your strength up too, because I'm actually getting that your strength is like depleted.
Yeah.
So we don't need you
I'm-
getting sick as well. So
Yes.
Well, I have anxiety issues too, and I'm on medication for that. So it's just I'm trying to stay here and keep everything together. And
have some
Well,
catnip
that's-
tea.
Yeah, that's
I
the
need something.
Catnip tea is actually very good for us as for stress relief.
Excellent. I will pick that up. Absolutely.
Well, you are, that's the mother in you. You're like the ultimate person. You will do anything for anybody. And
that is true. She's a very sweet,
yes.
kind lady.
Is she? Okay,
Yeah.
good, awesome. Well, that's what I'm seeing. I don't know her personally, but
I do. So you're
Yeah.
You're right.
And financially, things have been a little bit of a burden, but hopefully that comes to light. But you're also the type that doesn't tell people how you're feeling. You kind of keep it to yourself, like you just said, trying to keep it together for everybody.
I do. Thank you. And you hit that right on the nose. Let me tell you. It's true. I don't express my feelings enough.
Well, hopefully she doesn't hit you too hard, because then you'll need surgery too.
No, Mike, please.
No, I don't see that. But you need to get back to yourself, like be a little kinder to yourself and get back into nature and just soak up some sun and let it go for a little while. But it looks like things will, are going to be okay with this.
Thank you so much, Lisa, for that. I really needed that. You really made my day.
Awesome. I hope you have a good day, honey.
Thank you.
Hey,
Have
Diane,
a great day, guys.
I have a question for you. How's Ryan holding up with this?
Mike, it's been tough. I still have him working just to try to hold it together. I don't want to change anything for him because of his autism.
Sure.
So, I put in for Paul's leave already yesterday. I'm gonna go take care of my leave today. Work's been really fabulous with me. They told me take whatever time I need for this, and we'll see where we go from here. But I've got a lot of support between friends that have been reaching out to help me if I need help with anything, and my mom, my brother.
And take that help.
Yeah,
friends are there for a reason, and they don't know how to deal with certain stuff like that. And if they can help you, that is something that they feel like they're part of it. So don't feel bad about that at all.
No, I haven't broke down yet. I haven't cried or nothing yet. I'm trying to be supportive, but I think sooner or later it's gonna let go. I know it is.
Yeah,
well,
and when
keep the faith, kid.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you guys so much, and you have a great day.
We love you.
Thanks, Mike. Take it easy.
You too. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right. That was Diane. Tough question. I knew the situation that she was going through.
Yeah.
Personally. So, that's kind of why I kind of threw a little stupid levity. Diane's one of the folks that was supportive of this radio station.
Yeah.
Really in it when we were
it shows
in our
her to be
infancy.
like the ultimate person.
She's very
so,
kind.
Yeah.
She's very sweet.
Yeah.
And now that we're in our toddler stage,
yeah,
she's still there. So she's always been very supportive. So
that's awesome.
Hey, our friend Layla from India is there.
That.
And she said, and she goes, "Glad you remember me." Well, why would we not?
Yeah.
So, Layla, you said you had a question. So hit it, girl.
Ask away. Ask away.
Hit it. So we'll wait for. Oh, you're welcome, Diane. Diane says thank you.
Yeah, Layla can't call in. She's one of the ones that we have.
She's in
from
India.
Oh, awesome, Layla.
And I believe it's 7:00 there now.
7, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So she's time traveled into the
That's
future.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love some communication. It's like too complicated, but this stuff is awesome.
All right, Layla says, when will I meet my future husband and anything unique about him? Hold that thought because we do have another call here. So who's on the line with us on Psychic Tuesday? Good morning.
Morning.
Hello. Are you there?
Good morning.
Hi,
Morning.
there you are. Hi, who's this?
This is Linda.
Hi, Linda. Where are you calling from?
Plainfield.
All right, Linda's from Plainfield. What can we do for you today, Linda?
I'm wondering if I'm going to meet a significant other, and if I am, when.
All right.
Tomorrow at the Henny Penny. And he'll be significant.
All right.
I don't know.
It looks
Speaking
like
of convenience stores, they got some of the best damn fried chicken.
Who, Henny Penny?
No, any convenience store. That
Yeah.
convenience store chicken is the deal. In the
I used to run Chucky's, so.
And Layla, we will get right back to your questions. Just a call kind of came in, so.
It shows that you would be looking for somebody who is family oriented, or it'll be somebody through family connections. It really hasn't been a good go lately for you. It seems like, you're like, why can't I just meet somebody decent, it shows maybe the last one that you've been with wasn't very truthful. He was, more where you had to take care of the situation than, it being a good relationship. Can't really, it's always a mystery trying to get two different people to meld into one kind of thing. It does show maybe a short trip coming in your future. So this may be where you possibly would meet somebody. You're looking for something totally different than what you've had in the past. You really want somebody that is doting on you at this point. Is that correct?
It would be nice.
Well, see, you're still keeping your options open. I love that. It's like, oh, that's too funny. It shows you're kind of a laid back person, so it's a little hard for you to meet people. You're not, it's not like you just go into a room and say, hey, baby, where you been all my life? Did you drop out of the sky today? Or
that part is very true.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten a reading and said you're going to meet somebody that's crack addicted?
I've gotten.
See, you never hear that. You never hear that.
I've told people that they had to watch out for people that are coming in their lives because they were no good. Never like crack addicted, just like not in their energy.
How did you get that from?
The reason why I asked that is because everything, is like, this is, wonderful and flowers and, butterflies and unicorns and everything. But I never hear, something like, no, stay away.
Yeah.
Go away.
I have. No, I have because there's a couple cards in here that represent emotional, drug and alcohol addiction. So when that comes up, it's like, this is not.
Or they're in a relationship and now that things aren't going to change with their alcohol, their drugs, it's going to stay that way.
Or even their personality.
So you see what I mean? I mean, it wasn't a knock on anybody. It was just. You never, you're going to meet James and he's going to be,
like I told you before, the only
straight
thing
out
I
of
won't
Compton.
ever tell anybody is when they're going to pass away. I won't do that.
Well, the cards are funny because, sometimes it doesn't, it can't always give you the information that it hasn't happened already.
Yeah.
That's what I'm, and even with her, it's like, I don't really see anybody, honey, coming in at this point. But it does show a little common sense or somebody coming in that, to keep you kind of got the blinders on. So I don't know if there's an interest right now that you're looking at, but just go a little bit slow with that. I would get more information about that person if there is somebody that you're kind of looking at. But at this point, there is one gentleman actually that just came in, the King of Wands, which is somebody who is, is still thinking about the future and still, plugging along with life, which is very good. And he kind of sees you. He's going to kind of see you as a person he could fall in love with, actually, because the Queen of Cups came up for you.
Is this someone I already know?
He feels familiar, but I would say you don't know enough about him still. So I don't know if this was a casual introduction or somebody that maybe you comes back into your life after a casual introduction. But you kind of had an interest, or you've been kind of keeping your ear open for information about him. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay.
No.
Maybe it's that guy from farmersonly.com.
Well, no, like I wish people would do see people for who they truly are. So when people go and meet somebody that, people present themselves totally different than the true person that they really are. And I think that's what's happening. Yes. So I'm like, we need to actually do a whole show about doing clarity spells. So that way people can see what their true form is, so it's like trying to beat a dead, the dust out of a rug.
Or rip the cloak off.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the clarity spell does.
Say what, honey?
I think that comes with age and experience.
Exactly. But if I put this into perspective, like when this relationship would happen, it's the color on the cards is more like a late spring. So I would have to say in the next month or so there should be somebody coming in for you, and I'm not just saying that to say that. It's what I'm seeing. So, and it does have a blessing card behind it. But he definitely is somebody who doesn't let grass grow underneath his feet, and he does have a plan for life. And it's something that is not something like he expects everybody around him to, fall into and listen to, but he does. It's a good kind of thing.
Maybe she'll bump into him at our psychic fair.
That's a possibility.
Because that's a month away.
Yeah. But this looks to be late spring, early summer.
Okay.
All right.
That'd be cool because then they're like-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Linda, thanks for calling.
Okay. That's something.
Have a good day, Linda. Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Have a good day. Let us know in late spring if something happens.
I will.
All right, honey.
Yep, keep in touch.
Yes.
All right. All right, that is Linda. All right, we got to get back to Layla in India.
Yeah, Layla, I read for her about a future boyfriend or relationship or something, if I'm not mistaken. So she basically wants to know when she'll meet her future husband and anything unique about him.
And one of the things that you said, she commented, you said I'll meet him through family connections.
I probably did. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, it looks like, Layla, that there had, you feel like things were taken from you in either the last relationship or, you had your sights set on somebody and it didn't come together. So you felt like, things were, don't always line up the way you want them to. Communication is definitely the key. I think this person might be a little bit younger than you.
I think I got that too.
Coming in, and it definitely is. It is somebody from the past, I believe. So I think you maybe have already met this person. Definitely has family values. And what I was getting when just a few minutes ago, what I was getting is somebody who already has a business or somebody who is already, making decent money, like a jack of all trades. He definitely is in control of, he has a lot of resources on top of it. There seems to be, I don't know if it's going to be a family member or a mom, but somebody who is kind of protective of this person, I want to say, is going to be your only onslaught, or somebody you have to get through for this to work. Unfortunately.
So some roadblocks.
Yeah, a little bit of roadblock. But it's more or less his family member or her mom or somebody within the family that
You mean somebody like they're gonna think that they're not good enough for her?
Kind of. So I almost feel like it's on the
vice versa.
the male side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's his mom or grandmother or something. to
Okay,
that
all right, I
aspect.
gotcha.
But it just says, go slow, take it for what it is, get everything set up and lined up. I don't know if it's like an arranged marriage that you had problems with before, or something just didn't go through, or that was a block. I'm not sure what the aspect is. But yeah, it's just, I mean, there's still a free world. I mean, I don't know if there's still arranged marriages or what you're looking at, or if you're, freestyle or that kind of thing. By asking the question, I would almost assume that it's not an arranged marriage type of thing down there.
All right, she says okay.
All right.
Another question in the room, and again, I'm gonna put it out there that it is better to call. If you're gonna ask really any question, not really even just a general question, just any question. 860-591-1054. And we do take the calls first over the questions that we get into the room, just because of the fact that there is a better chance of a more substantial reading, by being on the phone. So, Layla, good to see you. Thanks for popping in again today. What's the weather like in India tonight? So like Becca has a question. Basically, when will I find a different job? It's a general question.
I get late fall, but we'll see what Tina gets.
Okay. One time, I want you to just write your prediction down
And see what she
and then
gets.
see what she
Okay.
gets. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, it would. That used to happen with me and Gary sometimes. People would say, "Oh, I just got that."
Mhm.
Gary gave me the same reading, so it's kind of it's not so much like it's like because the same information's out there, and I just happen to pick it up. But to know that's like almost a double reading for her to say,
Yeah.
this is for
Right,
real.
right.
You need to. It shows that I think you've been having trouble with the boss, and that's why you've been wanting to kind of leave the job that you're on. This isn't the first time that you've thought about leaving the job that you're at. But you've been plugging along, trying to keep things going, obviously for financial reasons. This job does not seem like it was a good fit for you. It does show your day in the sun or being pretty much okay by moving forward. I would say this is almost like late summer that a new job might be taking place. I know you've been putting applications and stuff in, is what's being said. And one of them will hit, but this looks like really later in the season. And you said fall, correct? Was that
Yeah.
what
Well,
you
I
said?
got late fall.
Yeah, because the colors in the cards are like a darkish blue and darker pink. So that's, more towards before winter time.
All right, we got a call. Who's on the line?
Hi guys, this is Jillian again. I called in earlier.
Oh, hi, Jillian again.
I don't normally have free time during this time period, so I just wanted to catch you one more time, and I had one other question.
Okay.
So I've been single now for 7 months, and I'm trying to open my heart back up. So I'm just wondering what you see for my future love life and how you see that going. Do you think that's something that's going to happen in the near future or down the road?
Well, like you just said, you felt like things were really, you were taken for a ride in this past relationship. So
Yeah.
your emotional is where you feel like a lot was taken from you. I feel that you were the type of person that put more into this relationship than he did. And you just kept ignoring the signals and ignoring the signals. Not that that's a bad thing when we have the rose-colored glasses on, and it takes a little bit. But emotionally, you are coming around again, and things are starting to line up for you, which is very good. It's almost where, you're thinking like simpler times, like you would meet somebody, you'd go on a few dates, you go out for a little while. It's like dating now is a whole totally different scenario and scene. It's not like it used to be back in the day, which is unfortunate, where, men really respected you and wanted to get to know you. Today it's like, how many notches can I get on the belt? Or, we're a throwaway society. So that's kind of made you a little bit of bitchiness and really watching your back, and that's what I mean with your heart not being open totally.
Yeah.
I call it the bitch stage because that's how we protect ourselves,
Yeah.
Tina's never left that stage. She's been
Yeah,
in that
I'm
stage
still
for
in that
40
stage.
years.
Hell yeah. No.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm definitely trying to be open now. I'm definitely
And
at a
you
place where
are,
I'm
but
open to it now.
Yes, but until you go through the experiences, that's how you learn from them, then that's how you know what you want for your next one. So please
Yeah.
don't knock yourself down or feel that you're not worthy or any of that. I mean, everybody's worthy. You are worthy. You just had some blinders on, and you still do a little bit. So
Yep.
that's been kind of holding you back. But it does show you moving forward in a good way. So I think you're definitely ready for a relationship. You pretty much could have any pick that you wanted to, but I would just play the field a little while, and pick what
Yeah.
you're attracted to the most and what works for your life. You don't want to
Yeah.
have to babysit or take care of people.
Yeah,
Exactly. It shows you like really kind of going, putting the wall up. Let's put it that way. But you've had opportunities. You just been a little bit gun shy on going out and checking those out. Even if they're not exactly what you want, it's at least getting you back out into the community, back out into, riding the horse again. And I think
I
that
feel spot on. I've been asked on a couple of dates. I've been hesitant just to get back out there, and
I would just do it because that's what it's gonna take. And don't look for a relationship right off the gate. Go out and enjoy the company and take it from that aspect, and other doors will open up for you. You're holding back a little too much right now. Just gently do it, but yeah, go out.
Jillian, Jillian, you sound like a young lady. How old are you?
I'm 29.
I was gonna say 30. Yeah,
Yeah,
around
there you
30s.
go.
Yep.
See? All right.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
well, the reason why I ask is because we're going to be starting a new dating service called psychicdatingonly.com. So,
I'm pretty good at making matches.
so
just
there
so
you
you
go.
know.
So if I know anybody around, what's your age limit there? If I know anybody, I'll hook you up.
30 to 40.
All right,
There you
30 to
go.
40. There you go.
No, I would start going out and enjoying, and the fact that you're being asked out on a date and just do it up.
Yep.
You've had a chance to lick your wounds, and you've earned an experience, and you just move on from that point. And that's how the heart heart opens up again is getting out there and doing it.
Yeah, I think you were so spot on with so many things you said today. It's been fun chatting with you guys. And Lisa, I will see you soon. I've been coming in Crystal Visions lately to buy crystals.
Okay.
I'll be back soon.
All right. Sounds good. Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Jillian,
Bye.
is this the first
Yes.
time you've listened to the show, or?
I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I've seen the last couple weeks here and there. But this is my first time calling in and whatnot.
Well, we
Awesome.
appreciate you. We appreciate you participating. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been really fun. Thank you.
You got it. All right. Thank you. All right.
Bye.
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 It's been a really good show today.
Yeah.
Constant calls and questions all the way through.
A lot of love stuff going on. It's spring, too.
Becca came back about she wanted to know about if she has a new job coming. She said you were very accurate. Thank you.
With her, I get a
Awesome.
lot of tension headaches too with Becca.
Well,
Okay.
the job really drives her crazy
Yeah.
is what I was getting off the cards. I mean, it is not a happy place for her, and she's been battling it for a while. So that's what I've been getting my
Yeah.
reading on it anyway.
By the way, we also had a question in there. Can you see YouTube comments? Yes, we can. And I put it up there. So that way, that's it. And
Awesome.
then- so, yeah. All right, so we're
Love
gonna-
is in the air.
with every sight and every sound. Mike singing.
Spring is
Cancel!
about it.
All right, it's going to wrap things up for us today on Psychic Tuesday. Tina, thank you so much for coming
I'm
back.
glad to be back today.
Yes,
This is awesome.
the return of Tina with her health,
Yep.
hopefully getting better, and that's wonderful to see. And of course, Lisa.
Midget wrestling later.
That's right.
Mhm.
She'll be in the ring later. What's your wrestling name? I don't even know.
Tiny Tot.
So,
Tiny Tot.
Radha, there's a Radha Gupta that is in the room, and I don't know. Do you want to do one more?
Yeah, what you got, Rob?
All right. He
Oh,
asks,
Goodness
and
gracious, I'm starving.
he's watching us on YouTube. Can you please guide me to what type of job is best for me?
Is there two that you're looking at right now? See, yeah. One offers more money financially, but not sure if it's going to work with your work schedule and life. The schedule might be a little more erratic than you want. It does show a little bit of blessing in that area, though, but I think that one's something you're going to have to really work through to make sure it can fit into your schedule and what you have going on. It almost looks like something that's higher up than what you already have. So it's maybe managerial position. but they haven't really been giving you a lot of feedback on it. But it's kind of weird how the cards are going, but it shows some strength, or maybe you feel like you're more suitable for that job, but it is going to come with hiccups on that particular
hiccups
job
today.
I know.
Jeez.
Because it's kind of back and forth, so I think everything looks good with it, but it's just the scheduling, and and he might take the job, but then find out that it's not, he's having to jump through a lot of hoops for it.
Right.
So it might not be, what he's looking for is the job that I'm coming up with right now. So I would really think about the schedule. I know that you think you can do the job, which you can. You have the skills for it, but I don't think what they expect and what you expected are going to come to a full tuition.
All right. And he says, thank you. And Nana, we miss you there. How are you? She didn't ask a question, but good to see
Hi,
you.
Nina.
Thanks for coming back into the group from last week. So, all right, that's going to wrap it up for Psychic Tuesday, ladies. Thank you very much. So next week's going to be a little bit unique, right? Because
maybe.
Are you gonna come?
Yeah,
all right. Yeah. Then how with you, Lisa?
Okay.
No, we'll have you guys.
I'm
both
the
here
only one that's
way.
been consistent.
That's right. She has been consistent. I give her that.
Well, the only reason why she hasn't been is because she's had foot problems.
Well, and there's been other things.
But Lisa's been carrying it on her own, which is it's good.
She has.
So good.
But I appreciate both of you.
I do too. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm just rocking and rolling. All right, Phil Michelle coming up with live from the Grizzled Youth Center. Back to the local programming. That's coming up at noon, and then Angela from 2 to 6.
2 to 6.
Right here on SNSN. Nana says no questions today, but good to see you.
Oh,
So it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good
too.
to see her.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow right here on your local, the #1 internet radio station on Main Street in Jewett City. Yeah.
Yeah.
SNSN.
Woo-hoo.
The flagship for Griswold High School sports, and your home for local news and weather, broadcasting from Main Street in the borough of Jewett City. The streaming news and sports network, SNSN.
Here's a look at your local news headlines on SNSN. Effective April 20th,